Hello everyone, and welcome to the Insight School of Minnesota Student Orientation. This is for grades 6 through 12. My name is Jessica and I'm the Family Engagement Coordinator here at Insight. So you are not watching this in a Blackboard session, probably because you don't have your school-owned computer or you're getting a computer, or you haven't been able to download Blackboard just yet. But what you are seeing on the screen now is what your classes will show up as. It is going to be through Blackboard Collaborate, and this is what your classrooms will be set up as. On this big white screen will be the lesson that your teacher is going through. You'll see a list of all of the students' names, and then in the lower left corner is where you are able to chat with your teacher and other students. You are never required to use the microphone or video camera in a Class Connect session, but you are expected to be able to hear your teacher, so it's always important to check your audio when you are in class. If you are unable to hear your teacher, you will select the little microphone with a red star to go through the audio setup wizard, and then you will see a pop-up screen and go through the steps to make sure that your audio is on. How you will participate in class, the main form is through the chat box. Know that your teachers are able to see all of your messages, so are other students. If you would like to private message your teacher, you can double click on their name and that will open up a private message where only you and your teacher can see. Another way you can participate in a Class Connect session is by using the 4 icons circled in blue under the participants section. And those are just an easy way to let your teacher know how you are feeling or doing in class. A lot of teachers will ask you to give a green check mark when you are done with something, or a smiley face if you understand. The second icon is a person with a clock. That means to step away from the session. That is for short-term emergencies only. Anything like going to the restroom or grabbing a drink of water or something to eat needs to be taken care of before or after class. And if you are stepped away from the session for an extended period of time, your teacher might remove you from the session or your attendance will not be counted. So be sure that you are always present fully in class. Another one is a hand. That means to raise your hand. All questions can be asked in the chat box. If you have an immediate question that needs to be answered, you can raise your hand. So you are able to save all of your lessons that your teachers go through in their live sessions. I encourage students to do this so that if they are doing the homework later on in the day, they can pull up that lesson and go side by side with the homework. If you are in grades 6 through 9, your advisor is Mrs. Alicia Allen. She is here for support on getting started, answering any general questions that you have. She's going to be your go-to person throughout the year. She holds the Insight Study Hall from 12 to 3, Monday through Thursday, and her contact information is up on the board. For grades 10 through 12, your advisor is Mrs. Abby Vaughn. Same position as Miss Allen, support on getting started, kind of go-to person for general support and questions throughout the year. The difference is there is not an Insight Study Hall for 10th through 12th grade. Mrs. Vaughn's contact information is up on the board. Our school counselor is Miss Samantha Edam. You can contact her for any questions that you might have about your credits, course options, graduation progress, for PSEO and part-time schedules, college and career options, and any social and emotional support that you will need throughout the year. Her contact information is up on the board. Mr. Huber is our head of school. You probably won't hear too much from him. If you have issues with truancy or attendance, you and your family would have a meeting with him. Your teachers are the most important people to know, and you're going to want to get to know your teachers on the very first day that you have class with them, making sure you are introducing yourself. You will have 4 to 5 course teachers depending on your course load. Never be afraid to ask them questions. They are here to support you. The main form of communication outside of your live Class Connect sessions is through email. You are all given a school email, and that is the email you will use to contact your teachers. An easy way to contact your teachers is by clicking on the envelope in your student account. When you do that, a drop-down menu will come down and you will want to select Contact My Teachers. That will bring up a list of your teachers, the courses they teach, and an option to click Send Message. Here is what you will log into every day as a student. This is the homepage of the OLS. OLS stands for Online School. This is your student account. This is what you log into every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. There are 3 important tabs in your student account. The first one is the My Schedule tab. The second one is the Classes tab. And the third one is the Envelope tab. I will go through each one of those. Please note that the Announcements tab is for K-12 announcements, not Insight announcements. So you can click on that probably about once a week just to see if there's any upcoming announcements, such as clubs that you can sign up for, competitions, contests, things like that. Another thing I need to note is you must have your name in the upper right corner. It should be your first name. If you see your learning coach or your parent or your guardian's name up there, you are in the wrong account. You need to have your student first name in the upper right corner at all times, or your attendance will not be counted and you're not able to complete assignments or go to class. So when you click on My Schedule, which is the first tab I'm going to go through, it's going to show the daily view of your classes and your assignments. So this is the daily view of your classes, and that will show up under Events. Those are your live Class Connect sessions. If it says required, that means you have to go to that class. Some of them might say optional, then obviously those are optional, but if it says required, you need to attend those classes. You will attend those classes starting from the top and working your way down throughout the day. These are in chronological order, meaning you click on the first one right at the time that it starts. You will exit out of that class after attending and click on your next one at the time that it starts until you are done throughout the day. Before and after class, you will look in this section, and that is going to show your assignments, units, and readings that you have that day or week. You want to work to full green check marks throughout the day. Now notice this is the daily schedule. You can also select week, and that's going to show the weekly schedule of your Class Connect sessions. You're able to click on these at the time that they start to enter into class. The next tab I'm going to go over is the Classes tab. These will show all of the classes that you are enrolled in. Your science, math, English, anything like that is going to show up in this Classes tab. You will see a few other tabs when you are first getting started with us. One of the most important ones is this online learning course. This is the very first course that you need to complete. It should only take about 20 minutes, and it's going to help you navigate your student account. The mentor group, you will have a different last name here, but all students are entered into a mentor group with a content teacher. You don't have to worry about that class. You won't have any homework. You'll never have to click into that class. But this is just another teacher that you can go to for additional help and support throughout the year. Another class that you don't need to worry about or access it right now is USA Test Prep. It says attendance only. You don't have to worry about this class until your math teacher lets you know how and when to access that, so make sure you're paying attention in your math class. Another one you will see is Finding Your Path. Finding Your Path is a live class that occurs once a week, Mondays at 1 p.m. with your grade level. So there's a different topic each week and a different teacher each week. It is worth high school credit, so please make sure that you are attending that class. How you receive high school credit is by attending the live session and then completing the one-question quiz for your attendance. You only get the credit if you are at 80% or higher in that class. So school email is the next tab. It's that envelope in the upper right corner. The number in the corner of that envelope is the amount of unread emails you have. You should not have any unread emails by the end of the day. You should be reading and responding to all messages. When you click on the envelope, you will select Inbox. That is going to bring you to your Outlook email. Again, that is your school email that's connected to your student account. It's the only email you should use to contact your teachers and support staff. So when you are sending a new email, you don't have to know the exact person that you are writing to. You just need to begin by typing their first and or last name. A drop-down menu will come down with everyone with that first and last name, and you will select the one you want. Do not worry about the CC. For the subject, you want to put the name of the class that you are writing about. So if you are having a question about your English 10 class, then you would write English 10, and then whatever unit you have a question about or anything like that. And then in the message, you want to be as detailed and specific as possible. Always make sure you are addressing the person you are writing to, saying, "Hello, Ms. Sauter." Be detailed in your message, and then below your message, you want to make sure you're always saying please and thank you, signing your full name first and last, and then your grade. So assignments come in of 3 different forms. The first type is the discussion form. That is where you will answer a prompt or a question by posting your own answer to what they call discussion threads. And most teachers will ask that you respond to at least 2 other students' posts. So it's a total of 3 posts for full points. If there is a link icon, that means that you have to click on a link and either read something or watch a video before completing the assignment. So make sure you are always clicking on those links. The next assignment type is a quiz. This means a test, an exam, a midterm, an assessment. They all show up underneath as a quiz. Quizzes and tests are untimed, and many teachers allow for retakes. You do have to email or ask your teacher about the retake, but just make sure that you try your best. Then there are assignments that look like something being submitted into something, and that means that you have to upload something answering the question or whatever the assignment is. Sometimes tests are like this as well, and that is through Microsoft Word or PowerPoint on your computer. You have to watch the welcome workshop to make sure you are downloading Microsoft products correctly. Assignments have due dates. All assignments have due dates. Assignments that you have not completed or turned in by the due date will be marked as overdue in your account. If they are not completed or turned in by the end of that week, they will be marked as a 0% or an F in your gradebook. You are still able to complete those assignments for full or partial credit, depending on the teacher, but you have to go into that class, go into the gradebook, find which assignments are 0% or F, contact the teacher and ask if you can reopen them, then redo them, and then you might only get partial credit. So this gets pretty messy, and that is why we encourage you to start off strong and complete all of your assignments before the due date so you don't have to worry about that. Student expectations, you are expected to log in at least 6 hours each day, Monday through Friday. This does not mean that you only have to attend 1 hour on Monday and then you're going to pile on 11 hours on Tuesday. No, you have to log in 6 hours Monday, 6 hours Tuesday, 6 hours Wednesday, and so on. This means you have to attend all of your scheduled Class Connect sessions, those live sessions under the events. You have to log into your classes tab, click on those assignments, work on all of the units, submitting assignments as they are due, checking your email inbox, and respond to messages daily, Monday through Friday. If you do not meet these requirements, you will receive a truancy warning, and our social worker goes over those attendance expectations in the Thursday welcome workshop. You never have to enter in attendance. Our system will automatically track when you are actively involved in your student account. So I like to look at it this way. You need to be attending your live Class Connect sessions, completing your homework by the due date on time, communicating with teachers and support staff. If you are doing these 3 things, that will lead you to success, which is a passing of 60% or higher in all of your classes. You cannot have one of these without the other. So I've mentioned welcome workshops. If you are watching this and you missed the welcome workshops that were running live, then you will receive an email with the welcome workshop links to the recordings and the attendance worksheets. You have to attend or watch all 5 in order to be removed from those classes. So there's a different one every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They're just about a half an hour long. They are required. So items to complete today or this week, you can check off number 1 as this was your orientation session. Number 2 is completing that ORN online learning course in your classes tab. Remember, that's the one that needs to be completed first and should only take about 20 minutes. You need to attend or watch the recordings of those welcome workshops. If you have not spoken with your advisor yet, you need to do so by either calling or emailing them. Here are a couple resources. We do have technical support available for you 24/7. K-12 technical support is with your student account, and Blackboard Collaborate technical support is with that live Blackboard application. Most of your questions that you have will be answered in our school email, our school website, and you should have received a live link to that. If not, please make sure you are bookmarking that web page. We encourage you to like and follow us on Facebook. We post upcoming events, announcements, and some tips and tricks on that page. So please fill out the form that was emailed with this link to this video so that we mark your attendance. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your advisors, your teachers, or myself. Thank you so much. Have a great day.